lives one day at a time. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. They're here to get your day going fine. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. And here's your host, Miss Kim Robinson.
What's going on, everybody? This is Charles McCutchen. I'm your favorite entrepreneur. Y'all, as I sit here today, I was thinking about 3 months is already gone, and it went by so fast. And I'm just amazed that I'm looking at what I have to get done versus what I have done, and I don't know if anybody's sort of the same way, but I don't feel like I've done that much yet. You know I put a lot on my plate, and I got to take it off, but I don't feel like I've done that much yet. And so I say that to everybody and what they're doing, and then I look at myself and what I'm doing, accomplishing goals and stuff. I have to redo even though it's only a couple months in, I have to redo my my vision board, and then I have to redo steps because I had to take some away and add something. So I don't know, what phase everybody else is in. I do mine in quarters as well, in a sense, and, making a few changes here and there. And I'm about to do that with my nieces and nephews. I would say that everybody, you should pull your kids in and do some of the same stuff that you're already working on. If you have ideas and dreams and hopes, and pull them into the fold so they can kind of see you work. Even though they may not understand everything, I guarantee you they're going to pick up on some things. And so, when I go pick up my nieces and nephews, it's all about money management and understanding business, and we're going to be discussing some things. And I got some that's 10 years old. I got some that's 20-some years old. So, yeah, we about to go have at it. Take them to a little theme park, and then I got them. They can't go nowhere. So I got them when we all get back to the room. Now it's time to work. No, it's just sharing information. That's my biggest thing. Because what I see, and I know a lot of y'all might be in the same position to where when, right now we probably don't have that person that can give us $30,000, $50,000. And so we have to do a lot on our own. And I say, why not set up the next generation better than you were? And one of those things you have to do is insurance. That's just one of the things that we have out there that a lot of us don't do because it's not the thing to do for some people. It's like you don't think about it until it's, game time, and then, or time's up, people want to go get insurance, or they want to try to do, the fundraisers for funerals and stuff like that. I paid for a few funerals in my day, and I'm going to tell y'all it's not happy, just because of funeral in and of itself, but just, bringing out of pocket, paying that money because people didn't have any type of insurance. So been there, done that, and I'm pretty sure it'll happen again at some point. But I say that to say we have to get to a point to where we understand the big picture. I'm going to take y'all back one time and kind of give y'all some stuff that I know in the back of my mind, but, you can't really – some things can't be changed and some things you can change. And I say that to say, if you go back to 1905 and start looking through, you can look on the internet and type in Jekyll Island down there in Georgia. I think it's off the coast of Georgia, what have you. It's in the Georgia area. But it's called Jekyll Island. And if you look back in 1913, and then it's 1912, 11, 13, 1905, all this stuff was happening, that's when they first started. When I say they, a group of people got together. And they came up with our tax system that we have. I know it's over time, but they came up with the tax system, and it was meant. If you look up the names, what is it? J.P. Morgan, he was one of the guys there. A lot of bankers got together, they had a private meeting, and that private meeting came out of that private meeting. It came out that they were gonna, start taxing the United States different people, and so from there, it was illegal during that time. So what happened is during that time, what they did was they took it to Congress, and it had another name, and I don't remember the name that they were going to call it, but they changed the name of the taxes and what they were going to call taking money from us and stuff like that. And it really was not legal at first, and then it went to Congress, and Congress really put a stamp on it to make it legal, and then, we have the tax system today. So I bring that up because Warren Buffett always talks about taxes, right? And then he talks about taxes and us just knowing enough so we can keep more of what we have. And I know we just went through a tax season, and a lot of us give up too much money. And so I say that to say somebody, and I just bring it up because I saw somebody post on social media talking about their taxes, saying can they legally deduct blah blah blah, and I said, why don't you just go to your CPA? Why are you trying to do your own taxes? Don't even sound right to me. But I let people know that we can't do this stuff, and we're not supposed to be doing this stuff. And like I said, it was illegal back in the day. And then you have those people that's up in the White House that actually do. I'm not going to say they're scamming on their taxes. I'm going to say they're utilizing the law to the best of their ability to not pay as many taxes as they should be paying. And if it's legal, a lot of people say it's right, but then I have to go back to say, well, slavery was legal at some point, but it wasn't right. So, I just bring that up because I really want people to understand that a lot of y'all out here working like nobody's business, 2 and 3 jobs, you're allowing your money to just fade away. Like as soon as you get it, it seems like it's going away. And so that's why it's better to use qualified people. I would use, there's a certain thing, and I know people are going to get mad at me for saying this, and it is what it is. There's a tax strategist, and then there's a CPA. A tax strategist do have the qualifications of a CPA. A CPA doesn't have the qualifications of a tax strategist. They're just different people. Get with a CPA and ask them the differences, and if they don't know, then probably they're not a tax strategist. But anyway, I'm not throwing no shade on CPAs. I love CPAs. But some people, just like in the real estate world, if I bring a deal to a lawyer, the lawyer might say, you can't do that. And that just means that he may not understand that type of deal, because if I go to another lawyer, that lawyer understands the type of deal. And so all lawyers are not created equal. All CPAs are not created equal. Some people know more than others. And it's okay not to know something, but just because that person is supposed to be that expert because they have the name behind it, it's better to just go get better information from better people. That's all. That's all it is. And so as we go through this journey, the journey for me is to financial freedom. What I do is I connect with so many people along my journey, and what I'm doing is everybody's utilizing everybody else's resources, and that's how you create. I wish we could do this on a bigger scale, but group economics. That's my goal for almost a lot of the things that I do. Everything is group economics. Group economics. I look at everything that I do to say, who could I partner with on this? Like who has a skill set that I don't have that I can bring into the fold that we can share each other's resources. So I do that with everything that I have. And, with doing multifamily property now, I'm actually getting people to come together, and we're going to look at this multifamily property and take it down. Because I see a lot of people out there doing stuff together, and I want more people to do the same. So instead of making excuses, we just make it happen. That's the only thing you can do. Instead of making excuses, just make it happen. And so I brought up, we're 4 months in, and I still see, some people are just going to sit back and wait around, and then they're really going to think they're going to say they're going for it in 2020. It's going to happen to a lot of people. One thing I don't want people to do is try to go on this journey alone. For one, try to do it halfway and try to just figure it out for three. That is going to leave you in a place that you don't want to be in. I've been there. So that's why I try to explain that to people, that it's some of what how you do things, but who you do things with as well. Because you can sit there and go the wrong way, like 20 miles down the road, when you could have just used your GPS or asked for directions and go the right way. And so you save yourself time and you probably save yourself money. And so I seen today on social media, because I'm on social media a lot because I do a lot of marketing, I saw this guy talking about real estate, and they had done a deal where they were going to get sued. And I was like, I just looked at it. I don't have nothing to say about that. And what they did is they did it the wrong way because they didn't have a lawyer look at the paperwork. An attorney that does real estate that's not in the courtroom look at the paperwork. So they signed a contract. And I read the contract. I was like, ooh, yeah, you on the hook for this one, buddy. And the contract didn't read right, and now they're on the hook for some money, and they really can't do anything about it. Had he spoken to somebody who was a little bit more intelligent or a little bit more into what he was doing, more of an expert into the field that he was working in, or got some more eyes on what he was doing, that was an easy fix that he could have done in just no time at all. Very easy fix. And so I'm out there right now doing training for just to let everybody know, because I don't talk about it too much on social media. I just, I'm in specific groups that does training in different things. But right now we're doing multifamily real estate. I still do residential, but I have so many buyers right now that want different, and so I reach out and find, I get a lot of emails that people send me stuff, and so that can actually happen with multifamily. You can get all these deals to come in, and my thing is I want to share with people and show people what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, because as a group, you have some groups out there, they have amassed $80-90 million to do real estate, to invest. And then you have some groups that, they're doing it on a smaller scale, and then you have some people who don't even know what's going on. I mean, they're just working so much to where you can't see the forest from the trees. And it's like we are getting to a point to where I think it's truly to the point of no return. To the point of no return, to say that you can only make so much money in your life if, depending on what you're doing. And if you don't change what you're doing, the older we get, I know jobs are out there, but they do have age discrimination against a lot of the people that are older. They have age discrimination, so they can't go out and make money. And so they're getting to a point, and this is statistics speaking as well, so they're getting to a point now to where they can't go out and make money, and they only have a certain amount of money that they made in their 65, 70 years. So what do they do now? So they're kind of stuck. And that's crazy. And that's the thing that gets me. It's like we're not looking at tomorrow. Everybody's focused so much on today that we're going to keep living today, and next thing you know, we're going to look up and it's 2030 and then 2040, and then we're going to look back and like, man, I've been working at this job for the last 20, 30 years. I haven't really saved any money. I don't have any insurance. And then it's going to be a snowball effect. I got that from some economists. So, and that snowball effect is going to affect a lot of people. And this is what they gave me, and I just want to share it with everybody. So they gave me the same story I just gave y'all. There's a lot of people that are getting older that are the baby boomers from 1946 to 1964, that it's about 10,000 plus of them retiring every day. 10,000 plus retiring every day. And a lot of that 10,000 They did a study where they looked at 100 people. Out of 100 people, 95 was broke. 95 was broke. And they was talking about people of the age of 65. By the time they reach 65, 95 are going to be broke. 5 are going to be okay. 4 are going to really be okay, but 1 is going to be killing it. So out of 100 people, and I give this statistic when I go do speaking engagements, and I had people literally stand up. I asked that question. I said, the study was done over 100 people at the age of 65. 95 are going to be broke, and it's going to be 4 that's doing okay, and 1 is going to be killing it. I want you to stand up if you're going to be one of the 5. And you already know the bad part is a lot of people always stand up, and then there's some people that don't. And it amazes me that some people won't even stand up because they know in their heart of hearts they're not going to do anything. And that's and they say the bottom is crowded, and they say that the top is lonely but you eat better. The bottom is only crowded because a lot of people don't want to, I guess, reach out to the resources that they have or use what they have, and most people just want to be entertained. Most people want to be entertained. That is the thing that it gets me. It just pulls at me, and those are my heartstrings that it pulls at to say we have to really get up and not just the rah 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 get up, because I see a lot of people doing the rah 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 stuff. Like we get excited for like a weekend, and then when the weekend ends, that's when our week ends. That's crazy. And it's like we go back to our normal selves, and the next seminar comes around. A lot of people rush to the seminar and pay their $300 to go to the next class, and the next class you pay another $10,000-$20,000 to go to that class, and then that class ends, and then you're back where you came from, and then it's a cycle that I see a lot of people going through, and they do it over again and again and again, and it's not going to lead to much. It's definitely not going to lead to much. I don't know what's going to happen here, 20, 30 years from now. I really don't. I mean, because the way I look at it, when you have people that don't have enough money for housing, for food, then you have crime start to go up. And those that don't think it's going to affect them are wrong, even if you have money. If crime goes up, I mean, you can live in the good neighborhoods, but people will come into your neighborhood. Please believe that. People will find a way to survive. And if we're looking at baby boomers going through it right now, they're not really making any money. Social Security pretty much sucks. And so they're not getting any money. The next wave of people are working too hard to even see anything. The next wave of people that's coming up to like retirement that may be, let's say, 20 years out. Let me see, 15, 20 years out, maybe even, 15, 20 years out. They're working so hard, some people working so hard that they can't see much. There's not a good group of people that, like, really have it going on, like have their stuff together. And then the wave after that, they're just I truly think they're clueless. They're just going along with it. But this is what I see in a university. These students, when I go speak, they are telling me that, hey, I don't see myself working for another company. I don't want to do that. I'd rather just strike out on my own. That's what these kids are telling me, and these students are telling me this, and I'm just like, wow. At least somebody's telling them something to make them start thinking about doing something different. And that's the seed we have to plant in the kids, something different. You can't work a 9 to 5 and be pissed off all throughout the year and only get happy in the summertime if you're off, or only get happy around the holidays when you're off, and then give that same lifestyle to your kids. You can't promote that. That is like, you might as well smack them in the face to be able to promote something like that, because if you don't like it right now, and I mean, studies say over 70% hate their jobs, but they're really pushing that stuff on their kids. The same type of crap that they don't like, they're pushing on their kids. The same mindset is getting pushed on their kids. And if you don't like it, why would you give it to somebody else? Change the game up. Switch to southpaw. We have to do something a little different in this time right now, family. So I put all this together, but I want people to really think about what they're doing and they're giving up, what they're leaving on the table, how their kids will be affected by what they're doing today. And this is what I see as well. You can make the excuses if you want to. Well, I can't do this because everybody want to make excuses. Let me guarantee you one thing. Them excuses will not get you to where you want to go. You're going to be so mad at you when later in life, as time ticks on, you're going to be so mad. You're going to be like, I should have did. And we don't want to do I should have to death. That's going to be the worst thing you can do, is I should have yourself to death. Man, I wish I would have. Everybody's wishing up on a star. And some people like praying, praying, God, please, save me from the situation. It doesn't really work that way. He's giving it to you, but you just haven't gotten up to go get it. Faith without works is dead. You have to really get up. You like seriously take this life serious. So this is what I see this as well. People say they don't have time. I see that a lot. But you look on social media when that Game of Thrones is on, people are peeled to their Game of Thrones, to their basketball, like the series is on right now. I'm a basketball fanatic. The series is on right now. I mean, but you got to take things in the priority and say, okay, I ask myself this as I'm going through. I said, have I worked in my business today? Have I worked in my business to get myself out of that 9-to-5 that I don't like? I went through the same thing everybody else going through. People be calling me, I want to leave my job. I said, time out. Hold on for a second. Are you really ready to leave your job? It sounds good till you don't have any money coming in. I tell you that for a fact. It all sounds good until no money's coming in and you got to figure it out. I'm going to tell y'all that is not going to be fun if you set yourself up for failure. People are just like, well, I'm praying on it. I think you can pray on it, but I think you have to be realistic as well. It's not no $10 million that's dropping out of the sky just because you prayed. You're going to have to put some work in to get that. It's probably sitting on the other ear waiting on you to get up and go over there and get it. But, I mean, I think it's there because we're supposed to be living in abundance anyway. I think we all have the ability. Most of us just want it, better than the next. Everybody is on this journey, and some people are just giving up, like in life, just like I'm done. And they just kind of getting by. I hear people say, nope, I don't want that position to get more money. I want to stay right where I am, middle management, because I ain't got to worry about nobody, and I don't have to make any decisions, and I just keep just gliding by in life. And I don't knock anybody for, gliding by in life. That's what they want to do. By all means, hand claps. I know I just have things to do. I know I'm a leader. I have to go out and lead the people. I have to go out and help the people. That's what I do. It comes natural. So a lot of people try to fake this lifestyle. You can't fake helping people. I mean, I think it's in you or it's not. I don't think you can just half do it because you're not really going to enjoy what you do. So if you don't enjoy what you do, it's not going to have any longevity. So I tell people, this is me. This is what I do. Like, I don't put everything I do on social media or anything like that, but, I do things that people don't even have to know about. You don't have to hear about. That's just what part of me. That's my build out, my makeup. That's me as a person. I came here to help. I think that's my purpose. So I do what I do. But he blesses me over and over and over. And it's crazy. This is what I'm going to tell y'all, for real. This is what I'm going to tell y'all. Anything I dream about, I pray about, and I work for, I'm going to tell y'all right now, it is scary. It is scary because anything I think about, I dream about, and I work for, I get. I think that's going to be a tagline, too. I got to use that one. Remember, write that down. Come back to this. I don't know. Well, I do know. I'm going to say I don't know. I know. And when people say I'm blessed and highly favored, I think you have to believe that, too. I mean, everybody can say it. But when you believe it and everything comes true, everything comes to fruition, it's a whole nother story. And I don't meet too many people that live like that to say, this, my life is because of. And so my goal is to help y'all. I've been on this radio show for some time, and it's been a blessing to me. Other people, it's been a blessing to them. This lady just hit me up today and said, I want to thank you for your videos that you post. So I post some stuff in my I'm just going to put it out, hiddengemconsulting.com. I post some stuff in there, a lot of stuff people can learn, a lot of steps, a lot of videos, spreadsheets, download things. You can download stuff on there. And it's just content heavy and information to help people go from A to B to C. That's what we're doing. We're going down that road, but it's getting the right information from the right people and then taking the right action, even though you don't want to. And I just spoke to some guys today that I'm working with in real estate, and I told them they got to network. Because we got to go 1 to 3 times a week. I said, no, once a week you got to go somewhere. I don't know where you're going. You may go to any type of event. It's cool. I don't care which business you're in. If you're in business, you're going to have to network, family. You got to leave the house. You got to talk to people. She said, well, what if you don't want to talk to people? I said, yeah, I'm the same way. I don't want to talk. I don't want to go everywhere. Well, I want to sit home and watch TV and, eat some food or something. I want to do that too. But I still go out and go do what I have to do because it's a bigger cause out there. It's bigger than just me. That's why I continue to keep pushing, because people are watching. People are watching me. I got to make the right moves so you unleash something in other people when they see you do it. You definitely do. This is Charles McCutchen, y'all. I'm your favorite entrepreneur. My goal is to provide ways so you can think something different and provide you a new pair of glasses so you can see something different, so you can move and you can latch on to somebody else and y'all can move together, and then you just keep connecting the dots like a puzzle piece as well. You're just putting your pieces of the puzzle together and then moving forward. I love helping people. That's my passion. It's inside me. If anybody needs me, I do my best to reach out. I'm a busy guy, but I do my best. I'm human still. I'm at charlesmspeaks@yahoo.com. That's CHARLES. The letter M as in Mike Speaks, because I'm speaking to y'all, but speaks with an S. SPEAKS @yahoo.com. Or on social media, you can find me. I'm everywhere. I'm not hard to find. I go to a lot of events, speak at events. I'm out here just like everybody else, running and making it happen. For the vision for Elation Magazine and then Elation Radio, and on to bigger and brighter and better things as the family keeps growing. The Elation family is amazing. It's going to keep growing. So to everybody out there, I'm just going to do this one. It's going to be very short because I really want you to move. I want you to win. That's the whole thing. So dear Heavenly Father, I pray right now to bless everybody who's listening to this and those who will listen in the future. And although they may feel like everything is not coming to them right now, we know everything happens in your time. I pray to everybody and I say amen and amen again, and God bless you. I'm out. Charles's Corner. I'll take it easy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I know you see me smiling, it's official now. And everybody wanna know what's going down. It's really crazy and I'm laughing at my useless now. It's all because I'm feeling free, see I want to bound. You see me smiling, it's official now. And everybody wanna know what's going down. It's really crazy and I'm laughing at my useless now. It's all because I'm feeling free, see I want to bound.
Hey, it ain't no condemnation. He seen the best of me despite my situation. My sins been washed away and now I'm celebrating. When the sun set free is free indeed, I'm so elated. I'm grateful cause I know the places I have been. I'm thankful cause I know with Jesus I can win. When the storms of life come rolling through, he shelters me. No doubt about it. He makes me a better me. Thinking way back, I'm the same cat that had anger in my heart. Now the same cat, he done came back spraying love on my head for God. Now who would've ever thought that old Mr. Key would be free of iniquity? And although I fall dated like a king day, he's still right next to me. He keeps next to me. It's all gravy train. And even when I wanna trip, I can't complain. I just think of all the things he do and how I'm changed. And now he free me, cut me loose, and he broke every chain.
I know you see me smiling, it's official now. And everybody wanna know what's going down. They see me crazy and I'm laughing at my useless now. It's all because I'm feeling free, see I want to bound. You see me smiling, it's official now. And everybody wanna know what's going down. They see me crazy and I'm laughing at my useless now. It's all because I'm feeling free, see I want to bound.
Once I accepted Christ, I got a clean slate. No longer bound by my mistakes, I got a clean break. I keep a smile, no longer bound, don't see that mean face. Can't keep me down, see I've been found and I done seen grace. I'm walking tall and fitting like $1 million. Cause I got Jesus with me, see it when it's right. You can even hear it when I speak about him. Once you get the Holy Spirit, it's gonna have you shout. Hallelujah, thank you Jesus. I would never ever know the reason that you love me and you keep me. Always there for me when I'm reaching. The word to teach me how to seek me.